there's a term I'd like to use because I think it really encompasses what I'm talking about in this video. It's called Menticide. Um, it's the mental breakdown of a culture. Um, in this culture, as an African American culture, our black culture, it's really going downhill. I mean, like if you look towards the Middle East and Africa and Sub-Saharan, we were the dominant minds. We used to create everything. We had advanced math, calculus and all this stuff. Even to this day, we invented most stuff people don't even understand. We invented, everything, basically everything. And if we didn't invent it, then we thought of the idea first. If we didn't patent it, someone took the patent. But I mean, menticide is a serious offense on us, and most of us don't even know that we're being attacked, so we could care less. And it's to the point where a lot of people don't care, and they got comfortable. And being comfortable in a bad situation is something you shouldn't get used to. It's something that it just hurts me. You shouldn't get comfortable in a negative situation. You should always want to grow. And just the way music has affected our people in the past. We used to sing songs of worship. We used to use frequencies to heal our body. Music plays a big part in human life in general, but the way that mainstream music is used to control and influence the young black population and cause menticide on a grand scale is amazing. For example, Nicki Minaj's song with Two Chains, Bees in the Trap. I mean, it's bad enough for a dude to be like, bitches ain't shit and you ain't saying nothing. But when Nicki Minaj, as a woman herself, has no self-respect for herself or all women that look up to her, it's just sending a bad message, like an extremely bad message. Like that's like even the fact that she agreed. I don't know if she wrote it herself, but the fact that she agreed to say bitches ain't shit, like seriously. And I mean, people could be like, oh, there's a difference between a bitch and a woman, but that's so derogatory. I mean, any way you look at it, it's harsh, it's crazy. And you have little girls from ages like 4 and up love Nicki Minaj, dress like her, are extremely influenced by her, and they sing the lyrics, and it gets into their brain, and it's just a serious level of menticide. And I mean, it's just going downhill fast. A lot of people don't care about learning, their education. A lot of people just want to be able to do what they want when they want to. They just want to have the money to do what they want. They don't want to have to answer to nobody. I mean, everybody wants to be free. Everybody wants to make their own choices. They don't want to be like anyone else. But you should always want to have authority in your life. I mean, always authority is good to have in your life. Not total domination, but you should always have someone who has your best interest at heart, who wants to help you out when you can't help yourself out. Sometimes it takes a person, looking from afar to notice something about you that, you never noticed about yourself. So, it's good to have authority. But it's just very sickening. It's very sad that my people are going downhill fast, and they don't even really care. Most know and they don't care. Well, I wouldn't say most know, but there's a large population of people who know and just don't care. And when you explain it to them, they're like, oh, okay. But they don't care. They don't try and rectify the situation. They just continue on. And I mean, me making a video about it won't change. But I just feel that people should be aware, and maybe there'll be one person who's like, you know what, he's right. Maybe I should look into this. Maybe I should consider how I act, because everybody wants to be an individual, but and have their own swag and all that good stuff, whatever. But definition of swagger is overbearing arrogance. I don't want to be overbearingly arrogant. I want to be confident. I don't want to be cocky. I don't want to be so self-confident to the point where I insult others. If that's the case, I don't want swag, for real. Like, people they just take social constructs and run with it and don't understand the ramifications of giving their freedom away to be like someone else. But then again, they don't think that deep. They don't understand that they're giving up their freedom, their free will, and they're living a life that someone else would wish them to have. Social construct for Black Americans is very harsh. It's meant to kill us. For I won't even say Black Americans, for Native Americans, for the African people who were here first. Our ancestors traveled from Africa. First man was in Africa, and he traveled for, they say, quote unquote, that humans have been around for 200,000 years. Give you a little history lesson. So, and the first human was in Africa. So, obviously, everyone migrated from Africa and expand the world before Europeans. I mean, Africans went to Europe. They went to every continent, and that means the base for every race is African. So my native African Americans who were here first, and my African Americans who traveled from Africa during the thousands era, 1400s, 15, 16, all that during that time period. The construct is meant to kill us, it's meant to tear us down, it's meant to mentally destroy us. So, Menticide is working. I gotta give it to them. I mean, people just don't care. Like, Menticide is ravaging the Native American community, the dark-skinned community, the melanin-saturated community, the minorities, even though when we're the majority, or majority. But yeah, I just wanted to bring up a few points. Nicki Minaj, Menticide. Hopefully, in the next couple of decades, we can start reversing this trend, because there's a lot of brilliant minds out there. There's a lot of people who come from situations where if they just had the opportunity, they would excel, they could change the world. But they don't get that opportunity because of the system, so-called system, and the social construct we live under. So yeah, I mean, one day at a time, one day at a time. Don't forget to meditate, and just enjoy life. Try not to think too hard, but try to think. So yeah.